morning students of standard 12. Welcome in day 1. As you know that in 11 you have studied about calculus part. There are two parts in calculus. First one is differentiation part and second one is integration part. Okay. In 11th class you have studied about differentiation. Okay. And now in class 12 you will study about the integration, in which you will study chapter 1 indefinite integral. Okay, chapter 1 indefinite integral. So first of all, try to understand about what is integration. We can say that integration means the inverse process of differentiation is called integration. That means it is absolutely just opposite of the differentiation. See here, definition of integration. It is the inverse process of differentiation. Okay. Now let us see. Suppose that if the derivative means differentiation. If the derivative of capital F of x is a small f of x. Okay. If the differentiation or derivative of capital F of x is a small f of x, then we can say that the antiderivative or integration or integral of f of x, a small f of x, is capital F of x. That means this is the reverse of a small f of x to capital F of x, or capital F of x to a small f of x. That means differentiation is capital F of x, sorry, a small f of x of capital F of x, and the integration is a small f of x is capital F of x. Okay, so we can write, this is the symbolic form of integration, like s, like this. Okay, this is the integration symbol. Integration of f of x dx, a small f of x dx, is equal to capital F of x. Okay, that means this is the reverse of differentiation of capital F of x. Differentiation derivative of capital F of x is suppose that a small f of x, then you can say that integration of a small f of x is f of x. This is the reverse process of differentiation. Okay, let us see from an example. You know, derivative of sin x is equal to cos x. D by dx of sin x, result should be cos x. Okay, today we will see the integration of cos x. That means integration of cos x dx is equal to sin x. Okay, so here integration of cos x dx is equal to sin x, and you will always write plus c. This is c is the constant term of integration. You will always write in any program plus c. Okay, so sin x plus c, where c is constant of integration. Okay, students, now let us see some results, some formulas of integration. Students, see result 1. You can say this is formula. Integration of x to the power n dx is equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus constant term when n not equal to minus 1. This is formula, and how will you prove it? So let us see. We know that differentiation of derivative of x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 is equal to, you know, this is constant term, so you can't differentiate this, so you will understand n plus 1. Okay, and now n to the power n plus 1, the derivative of x to the power n plus 1 is equal to n, that means n plus 1, x to the power n minus 1. You know the formula, differentiation of x to the power n is equal to n x to the power n minus 1. So you will use this this formula here. Okay, x to the power n, here n plus 1. So you will write here n. N is n plus 1. So you will write n plus 1 x to the power n minus 1. X to the power n minus 1. N is here n plus 1. So you will put here n plus 1 minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 cancel out. Then it becomes x to the power n, and n plus 1 is cancelled out. So final d by dx derivative of x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 is x to the power n. Now you have to find here the differentiation and integration of x to the power n. So integration of x to the power n dx is equal to reverse of this, x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus constant term. Okay, so this is the actual formula. Okay, x to the power n dx is equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus constant term. Constant term is the constant term of integration. Now let us see the example which is based on this formula. You will find the integration of x to the power 5 dx. Okay, x to the power 5, n is equal to 5, and the answer is x to the power n plus 1. X to the power n plus 1, n is equal to 5. 5 plus 1 by n plus 1. N is here 5, 5 plus 1. So the answer is x to the power 5 plus 1, x to the power 6, 5 plus 1, 6, x to the power 6 by 6 plus constant term. You will always use constant term. Okay, student, now let us see some more example based on this formula. Students, see question number 2. You will find the integration of surds of x dx. Okay, you know surds, it can be written as x to the power 1 by 3. That means you have to find here integration of x to the power 1 by 3 dx. Okay, n is equal to 1 by 3, and you know the formula, x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus constant term. Okay, so x to the power n, n is here 1 by 3 plus 1 by n plus 1, n is 1 by 3 plus 1. Okay, now you will take LCM. 3 1 are 3, 3 1 3 are 3, 1 plus 3 by 3. That means x to the power 3 plus 1, 4 by 3 by 4 by 3. Okay, x to the power 4 by 3 by 4 by 3 plus c. Now you will put here 3 comes to as a denominator. So 3 by 4 x to the power 4 by 3 plus constant. Okay, now let us see question number 3. You have to find here the integration of 1 by x to the power 1 by 3 dx. Okay, that means we know x to the power 2, 1 by x to the power 2, it will written as x to the power minus 2. Okay, so you will change there 1 by x to the power 1 by 3, and you can change there x to the power minus 1 by 3 dx. Okay, now apply the formula, x to the power n dx is equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus constant. Okay, x to the power n plus 1, n is here minus 1 by 3. Okay, so you can put here minus 1 by 3 instead of n plus 1 by n plus 1, n is here minus 1 by 3 plus 1 plus constant. Okay, now take LCM. 3 minus 1 plus 3, that means x to the power minus 1 plus 3 by 3 by same here minus 1 plus 3 by 3, that means x to the power 3 minus 1 2 by 3 by 2 by 3 plus constant term. That means you can write as 3 by 2 x to the power 2 by 3 plus c. That means this is your answer, 3 by 2 x to the power 2 by 3 plus constant term. Students, now it's time for your homework for day 1. Okay, you will solve question 1 of 1 to 9 of exercise 1, page number IC 12. IC is integral calculus. Okay, integral calculus. That means you will open page number IC part 12 and you will solve question number 1. In that question there are 9 questions, sub questions. Okay, so you will solve all 9 questions. Okay, if you have any confusion then you will ask in next video. I will solve it. Thank you all of you for watching me. Have a nice day.